If we didn't thought to refer to right now, how would this be? How would we be? If we didn't have thought to refer to, would we know what we means? Do you feel like a we? I feel more like a me than I do a we. But in the absence of thought to refer to, I don't know what me means either. In the absence of clocks and calendars, what would we know about time? Would we know time? Would we experience time in a longitudinal way? There'd be dark and light. We call day and night. But a day is 24 hours, so we're just dividing it up for the sake of communication. It's going to be dark. It is dark, or the sun is coming up. Outside of busy lives within relativity, do we need time? Do we need to keep track of time? If we go to the evidence of our own experience, we should certainly find liveliness and that seems to be a polar thing with death at the other end. But do we know anything about death? Do we really? What can your body tell you about death? Your body can tell you about life because life is what you are. Within the manifested, there's life. What can we know about the unmanifested? Close our eyes and say it's dark, it's quiet. But in the dark, it's not telling us that we're seeing anything, it's telling us that we're not seeing anything. And the quiet is not a sound, it's the absence of sound. There's this feeling of blood going through our veins, breath in and out of our lungs. But what do we really know about breath going in and out of our lungs? Is that even true? Certainly feels like it. But is it possible that that's a story that we, whatever we are, have become habituated to? I can't see my lungs. If someone were on the operating table and we opened up their chest, we would see their lungs. Where are your lungs? The answer is the chest. My question is, do you really know that that's true? Are you absolutely positive that you have lungs? What if you were more like the air that goes in and out of the lungs? What would you know if you were the air? You get breathed in, you get breathed out. Now imagine that that's the case for the body. The body is breathed. It's not breathing, it's being breathed. It's not living, it's being lived. When we talk about life after death, what do we really know of life here? Now, without stories, without commentary, without the apparent peaks and valleys of living, would you know that you were living in the absence of opposites? Would you know anything at all about death? Is death really an idea? It's it's not our experience, what does that leave? It leaves imagination, doesn't it? Nisargadatta Maharaj told us that this teaching is freedom from imagination. If death is an idea, and we're very hard to prove that it's more than that, because we only notice it by way of opposites. We don't know anything about it ourselves, we know about it for others. We watch others appear to live, and we watch others appear to die. Is others our genuine experience? Or is it an idea? There's a sense of being here, but the sense of something is not the same thing as the truth of something. We say that there is only being, but do we know what we say? Do we know that that is true? What can you know in the absence of the sense of being? Nothing. With the presence of the sense of being, there's a feeling. Is everything that you feel true? We don't really find an opposite to the sense of being. Is there an opposite? How would we know? Are we presently living? We come back to we. We come back to the idea of me. Me refers to something singular in the presence of other. We is the sense of multiplicity. Is multiplicity a truth? Or is it an idea? If we call this apparent experiencing living, do we really need a word for something else if we can't find it? If we can't know it? We're just thinking. And I say we're, so as not to sound isolated. But if I am isolated, it is in unicity, not in multiplicity. Can I say that there is truly more than one? Can I truly say and mean one? Is your experience that of oneness? Is it the experience of two-ness or not two-ness? Is experiencing happening? Or is this too an idea? And we find an anchor or birth, someplace where we can stop. The cry for rest. But have we actually done anything? There seems to be a happening. There seems to be a happening that seems to be witnessed. But that's kind of like left and right. What's a right hand without a left? It's just a hand. There is no right. A left without a right, there's no left. There's just hand. There's an apparent experience of hands. It's typically the easiest place to notice the sense of being. In the palms and fingers. But are we being with a sense of being? Or is there just a sense of being without which there's nothing? If you go try to find where the sense of being ends, can you? If you don't get caught up in the information you've been fed about a me, is there an outside? Is there an inside to this? What is this? Is there something to know? Or is there anything to be known? We can't really deny it, but it's just as difficult to affirm it. Because all we can really do is point to experiencing. There are countless virtual worlds which are available for experiencing. There are as many virtual worlds as there are thoughts in the mind. Can we find the mind? What do we have to use to find the mind? Well, do we find the mind? Or do we make it up? What is it that you can be sure you're right when you call it experiencing, living, breathing, pulsing, feeling, hearing? Can you hear anything other than yourself? Can you hear yourself? Or is that an idea of opposites? I don't know what I am, and I don't know who it is that says that. I don't know what this is, and I don't know what is beyond this. Is there living or is there thising? This is how we can prove living, is that there's experiencing. But in the absence of experiencing, is there even one? What if you are the cosmic container within which of all this appears? But the cosmic container has no edge, it has no center. So container is not the right word. Let's not answer these questions. Let's just let them play in our minds. You can open your eyes when you're ready.